do this recording so I can post out shortly. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to talk about reaccumulation. Okay. Now, before I go into reaccumulation further, probably just want to go through again. Remember, this reaccumulation strategy is not for entry or exit. Okay, so okay, I put it XR or exit. Okay, because I think sometimes members will kind of like confused, right? Because we have different type of patterns and strategy. Okay, and which one to follow to enter exit. Okay, so for me to keep it simple, okay, for new members, okay, if you are new, like in terms of in stock market chart readings, you're not so sure what is one spread analysis, continue to follow the Pentagon guided system, okay, the PG system. Okay, so I think by end of this month, 28 if not mistaken, we're gonna have one more TradeVSA orientation, which is the money training. So Coach Charlie will come in to brief you again, okay, what is Pentagon guided trading portfolio systems. So for new members, follow this. Okay, this is for new members. Not only new members, but so-called that if you want to follow those basic rules, sorry, not to say basic, but fixed rules, okay? Like what is the trading plan, everything, you follow this. But for those that who already practice some advanced techniques, attended masterclass, you already got some sort of like experience or your trading style, you can actually go for advanced pullback methods. Okay, so this is for those that are probably advanced members. Okay, so you know what you do. Okay, you know how to spot pullback, you know how to spot what is the distribution, what is the market stages, then you go for this. So what I can what I try to say is that reaccumulation is not a strategy to buy or exit, okay, to enter or exit, but it's the type of trading patterns. Okay, I put it TP, not target profit now, but trading patterns, okay, or market stages. Okay, so this is what it means by reaccumulation. Okay, so today what we're going to do is that we want to see these trading patterns or so-called trading setups, okay, to confirm whether is it good time to enter or not. Okay, depending what type of strategy you use. Okay, Pentagon guiders or pullback. Okay, so again, in this section over here, I will purely focus on Pentagon guiders. Okay, Pentagon guiders. Now, my methods usually is combination of both. Okay, most of the time I will use Pentagon guiders. Okay, the PG rules. Okay, of course I will combine a little bit of pullback. Okay, again, don't confuse about these terms. Okay, if you are new, if you're still not really familiar what is Pentagon guided, continue to master this part. Okay, once you know what is Pentagon guided portfolio systems, then only you go for the pullback. All right. Now, type of one for me, if you understand. Type of one for me, if you understand. Type of two for me, if you're confused. Okay. So that I know should I repeat again on these things. Right. Again, remember, reaccumulation is not to ask you buy or sell. Okay, reaccumulation is the trading setups. Okay, it's a setup that telling you is it now is good or not. Okay, is it now is a support or not. Okay, Pentagon pullback is the entry strategies. Okay, so far I only got two. I'm tapping one on Michelle and Dory. Okay, how about the rest? Hopefully the rest is okay. If you need me to repeat, just let me know. Okay. All right, thank you, Jess. Right, so what we're going to cover today is, of course, what is reaccumulation. Okay, so why reaccumulation is very important in a strong uptrend. Okay, how to spot reaccumulation. Today we're going to use some sector screeners. Okay, and we're going to check the money game. Okay, previously I think I already talked about this 1 month and 3 month, or 3 month and 6 month already. Probably today I'm going to repeat this again. Right, and market timing using weekly chart. Okay, so daily chart also okay, right? Daily chart also okay, but if you are looking for long term, I think I prefer to use weekly chart, because weekly chart, it actually can reduce lots of noise, okay, in the market. Okay, now let's start with what is reaccumulation. Okay, I don't have a slide with me right now, but reaccumulation is usually another accumulation, okay, in the uptrend. Okay, usually the uptrend, when it is strong, okay, it tends to have a strong or long period of reaccumulation. Okay, so for example, if you look into I think FMCB, Okay, now usually reaccumulation, right? I cannot really like give you a time frame or tell you that okay, yeah, it's last that it's last for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. So again, it depends. Actually, it depends a lot of the nature of the market, especially on the background. So for example, if your stocks are right, if your stock already break up for more than 100%, again, this is just estimation. So if let's say your stocks, okay, already break up, for example, here, 100 over percent, this is in this case over here is 100, almost 150%. Usually you tend to have a longer period of reaccumulation. Okay, now if you notice before this breakout over here, here also got one, right? Here also got one period of like a reaccumulation. So notice this reaccumulation is back to 2021 June. I think end around 2019 August. So 2 years, okay, 2 years of reaccumulation before they continue to break up further again. So this one POC as well, if you notice, it already goes up for 130 or to 140% before they go into a long period of reaccumulation, which is last for 2 years. So in this case over here, most of the time it takes months to year. Okay, again, depending on the left hand side. Okay, let's say left hand side, they already, what I mean by left hand side is here. Okay, this uptrend. Okay, usually if let's say they break up for 100 over 200, 200 over percent, you tend to see a long period of reaccumulation. Okay, now the other one I think is the next kind of feel that this kind of chart pattern as well. So if you look into the next, okay, for the first accumulation to here, okay, almost 400%, and this reaccumulation lasts for how many days? Almost a year, 300 over days before they break up again and looks like making a pullback. Okay, so yes, some especially if your stock goes up for more than 100 over percent, usually reaccumulation tends to last slightly longer. But if your stock just break up 50, 60%, usually the reaccumulation tends to be shorter. Okay, so if I look into like Kuskapi, if not mistaken. Okay, so if you look into like Kuskapi, not a very good example, but I can't think of anything right now. Okay, here, this is 100 over percent. Okay, here to here also, I think for almost a year as well. Okay, let's look for something is shorter. I think bank, but bank also doing a long period reaccumulation. Okay, or maybe similar like here, okay, here goes up. This is based on daily, this is based on daily. Okay, here goes up. Okay, it's only 21%. Okay, usually this, but this is more like a pullback. Okay, but pullback sometimes can become like a reaccumulation because it retests on support. So it retests here reaccumulation for like 2 months. Okay, 61 days if you notice, 2 months before they continue to retest the resistance. Okay, so again, the reaccumulation periods actually depends on how is the movement on the left hand side. So if let's say the stock break up 100, 200, 300%, usually the reaccumulation tend to last longer. Okay, 1 year, 2 year. Okay, let's say it just break up 30, 40%. Usually the reaccumulation tends to be more shorter. Okay, type a 1 for me. Type a A for me if you still can follow so far. Type a A for me. Type a B if you need me to repeat. Okay, good. All right, good. All right, so okay, now let's go to the screener directly. Okay, usually I will go for this sectors gain. Okay, sectors gain, or maybe you go to FA growth. Okay, or maybe this round we try FA growth. Okay, because since we are using weekly chart, am I right? So we want to see is there any good stocks to look into. Okay, for especially looking into weekly chart. Okay, now if I want to look for something that been sideways for more than 2 or 3 months, okay, I'll sort according to 6 to 3 months. If I want to look for some shorter one, I'll go for 3 and 1 month. Okay, now the reason is like this. Okay, let me just draw this out so I can see this better. Okay, the reason is like this. Okay, again, the stocks move sideways, goes up, sideways. Okay, and here again, this is just a conceptual map. Okay, some can be like this, some can be like this, can be like going up a bit, some can be like this. Okay, so but anyway, okay, we just want to ensure that the background is going up, now it's pulling back, going up. This is slowing down a bit, even though it's still going up. Here also the same, going up, pulling a bit, okay, pullbacks, okay. Now what I'm trying to do is like this, okay, from here to here, okay, this whole period, okay, let me just erase so you can see better. So accumulation, markup, okay, going up, okay, now this one probably is pullback like this, okay. So this whole period over here, let me change the colors, okay, this whole period over here, okay, assuming is 6 months, okay, again it can be 3 months, 6 months depending on the sectors, okay, like for example plantation have been moving 2 months ago, so you should use 3 months because you already moved. Stocks like, you know, still pretty boring one is probably like bank, okay, bank, yes, it moved a few months ago but it didn't make a big movements on the banks. Maybe properties, okay, even though yes, I think last few weeks ago it moved a bit but it didn't make a big movement, okay, so you can use the 6 months, okay. So 3 months is, for example, like some of the like plantation counters recently, okay, goes up already, probably, you know, you want to spot is there any nice pullback going on in the past 1 month or not, okay. Now assuming we want to look for something that long term, okay, we want to see the price is going up for the past 6 months, okay, so maybe from here to here is maybe okay 80%, okay, we just look into figures, okay, 80%, okay, but for the past 3 months, okay, let me just use another colors, okay, for the past 3 months, okay, we want to see a small growth, okay, or maybe sideways movement, okay, from these stocks, okay, maybe from here 3 months it just go up 10%, okay, or it goes up less than 40%, okay. So normally I would like to see at least half of the movement of 6 months ago, so which means that past 6 months, okay, from this point to the latest price it already moved 80%, but past 3 months probably it just moved 10, 20, 30%, okay, which means the movement have been slowing down a lot, okay. This is how we want to spot the potential reaccumulation in the uptrend. All right, again, this is very important, so just type A for me if you can understand this so far, type a B if you're confused, okay, or let me know any questions. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Okay, thank you, Roger. Thank you, Nigel. Okay, so got 3 reply, so not sure about others, but if you got questions about this, okay, please let me know, okay, and at least you'll know what's the purpose I'm using 6 months, 3 months, 3 month, 1 month, okay. Now probably we try 6 months and 3 months, okay, let's see what we can get. Okay, go back to screener over here again, this is the growth screener, okay. I will sort according to 6 months. I want to see the strongest trend, okay, in this past 6 months, okay. Definitely is Ultronic, right? But again, if you look into 3 months, okay, is this fulfill the criteria? Yes, no. Is this fulfilling the criteria of reaccumulation? Yes or no? Okay, 6 months 71%, 3 months 53%. Looks like slowing down, but what do you think? Is it still fulfilling the criteria? Yes, no. Because like I said, I want to have at least half of what happened to 6 months. Okay. Now, if you, yes, correct, Nigel. If you use 3 months, you need to compare 3 months and 1 month. Okay. Now, what happened if the percentage is not less than half? Okay. So if you look into Ultronic, okay, this one's still in strong uptrend. Okay, but I don't know. Maybe today is the beginning of reaccumulation, right? So usually I don't want to trade in this kind of breakup because the pullback may happen, so unless you're trading on short terms. Now again, today the purpose here today is want to look for reaccumulation. So definitely this is not under reaccumulation. Okay, maybe it's big pullback is coming in right now. Okay, so we want to avoid that. So okay, now let's go further. I don't know, let's try MHK, but I'm not sure whether MHK got volume or not. It's only 30 volume, so probably it's not that liquid. Okay, when you look for something is more liquid, which means the volume is nicer. Ideal, volume very low. Nothing much, huh? Oh, okay, Senkao. Okay, what do you think, Senkao? 6 months ago, we got 23% of movements, and the past 3 months is only 2 to 3%. Okay, no harm to look into it, right? So let's look into Sencall. Sometimes you have, sometimes you don't have. Okay. Now recently I think it's kind of difficult to look for a good one. The reason why is because past, I think 1 or 2 months ago we got a kind of like a good bullish movement. Okay, so that's why most of the reaccumulation, they are slowly heading to resistance or break above the resistance. Now if you look back to some of the stock that I posted up previously, like for example like Padini, OWG, there's one more, Aeon. Okay, now all these come with this criteria, but of course Aeon I think break above resistance already. Padini I think at resistance right now. OWG definitely break above resistance already. So okay, now Sencall, let's check the weekly chart. I think not bad overall. They are making a long period of reaccumulation somewhere around here. All right, so yes, definitely fulfill the criteria of reaccumulation. Okay, of course we have a minor shakeout happening over here. Okay, now shakeout is another topic that we'll talk about it, but probably not today. Maybe the next weekly training I will cover. Okay, what is means by the shakeout. Okay, now at least we got Sencall probably. The rest seems like not really fulfill the criteria unless we go for 3 month, 1 month. Okay, probably I check further. RG Tech, Aeon Credit, Batu Kawan. I think not much. Apex, volume is very low. Okay, all this become 1% or 10%. Okay, 10% probably no, not really interested. Okay, we look into, okay, let's try RG Tech. Okay, let's try RG Tech. RG Tech, okay, is a reaccumulation definitely. Okay, based on weekly chart over here. Okay, a long period of reaccumulation. Okay, a long period of reaccumulation. Oh, but big uptrust. Again, reaccumulation is a trade setups. Okay, to enter or not, different things, but we want to see reaccumulation. Okay, in this case, I think got 2 uptrusts. Oops. Let me erase. Okay, in this case, we got 2 uptrusts, a big high volume uptrusts, one from here. Okay, one from here. So you know that you need to be careful in this case. Okay, I think someone mentioned about tech cycle. Okay, tech cycle. Is it from here, Casey? Is it from here? Okay, never mind. It's okay. Let's look in tech cycle. Okay, if not, we go to 3 month and 1 month to see whether any good one or not. Tech cycle, but this is, I think this is more on accumulation. This is still in accumulation. This is a bit similar like bow stick. Okay, bow stick, and another one is what already? Just I just talked to CC. There's one stocks I forgot already. Okay, but tech cycle, okay, again same things, uptrust. Okay, nice accumulation, but probably need sometimes. Okay, probably need sometimes. So okay, nothing much on 6 months and 3 months. Okay, let's go to shorter time frame. We go to 3 and 1. Okay, so let's see whether any stocks or not. Okay, now Taan, okay, past 3 months ago, 44%, past 1 month, 19%. BJ Food, 41%, 20%. Okay, so there is a reducing momentum. Okay, so let's try Taan first. Okay, but this one break up already. But if you check like a few weeks ago, maybe it's nicer. Okay, still in this reaccumulation. Okay, still in this reaccumulation. Okay, we want to look for this reaccumulation. Okay, BJ Food. BJ Food. Okay, BJ Food looks like gonna do another round of reaccumulation here. Okay, so it goes up. Of course, Green Pentagon already turns. This is back to March. Okay, now for those that who learn advanced techniques, okay, probably you want to apply the pullback, okay, or maybe COC. Okay, weekly chart is a bit far, so focus on the daily chart. Okay, potentially they're gonna build another reaccumulation from here. Yep, I think Subo also kind of fulfill the criteria as well. Let's try Subo. Okay, here got a big one and second one. Okay, so but let's see. Subo, but Subo is 41%, this is 29%. So which means not less than not more than half. I usually prefer less than half. So which means they are still close to support. But this case it's already at resistance. So yeah, likely to make a follow through, but risk to reward is not that great. Okay, so here is the resistance. Again, we want to screen somewhere from here. Okay, and we wait for the green pentagon. This one jalan a bit. So okay, but no doubt Subo, I think the setup is pretty good. Okay, Micron just, I think today break up already. Micron, okay, TSH, okay, 40% past 3 months ago, 1 month only 14%. I think SOP also same. Most of the plantation I said, past 3 months ago they make a breakout. This 1 month is a bit like slowing down. All right, so let's look into this too. TSH. TSH, same things also. Just break out from this small reaccumulation. Okay, just break out. Okay, we will go for others. Plantation looks like also jalan. PMB tag. Plantation lagi. KAB, okay, we got 25% and 8%. Okay, let's try. I think KAB coming from accumulation. Yes. This one comes from accumulation. Okay, weekly chart wise is not that nice. Okay, but I think look for small whiteboard, I think it's still possible. So here, initial accumulation. Okay, so it looks like now building another round. Okay, try to build another round. Okay, the good SP here is holding above the previous resistance. All right. So, okay, let's try others. FGB. Okay, let's try FGB. Yep, I think got chance to build another reaccumulation as well. Okay, still pretty trending in weekly chart here. Okay, looks like they already found the resistance. Okay, somewhere here you notice the high volume, right? Okay, each time when the price goes up with increasing volume, especially down bar with high volume here, okay, you need to be careful because this is representing their chance to build resistance. Okay, similar one like tech cycle, if not mistaken, right? Go back to tech cycle. Here. Okay, you switch to weekly chart. Okay, notice here, uptrust, high volume, here, down bar, high volume. So here is the strong resistance. Okay, now let's go back to FGV. Okay, pull back your daily chart. So here potentially is a resistance. Okay, but so far looks like you got a chance to build a reaccumulation. Okay, so this is one of the stocks that having this kind of setup and criteria. Okay, let's look into others. Okay, let's try mostly it's plantation. I think this 3 weeks is only plantation. Okay, I think I kind of like Okay, notice here, high volume down bar weekly charts. So which means they already got resistance. Okay, so far they are trading kind of close to resistance. So either is that you break out, follow through, enter, but the green pentagon returns in daily. Okay, for short term wise, you can follow the Pentagon guided portfolio systems. Okay, so this is like a nice appeal of short reaccumulation. Okay, it's happening around here. Okay, any others? Okay, let's go to page 3. Let's see whether got others or not. Okay, plantation again. Kotra. Okay, Kotra I didn't follow for quite some time. Okay, but the problem with Kotra is a bit illiquid. Okay, looks like another reaccumulation as well. Okay, notice they are building here, high volumes. Okay, from resistance. Okay, maybe this is a period of reaccumulation. Okay, that you want to take notes. Okay, the trends uptrend on the left hand side. Okay, again, you want to check how long is this reaccumulation. Not necessarily it will follow, but this is sometimes usually how I calculate. Okay, this Quotra from this initial reaccumulation is already break up around like 75%. Okay, so 75% usually probably this reaccumulation will last for like few months, less than a year. If let's say for more than 100%, 200%, usually it takes some longer period of time to break up further. So maybe the next green paragraph you can take notes, okay, in this case, okay. So again, this background here, okay, just the estimation, okay, usually how long the reaccumulation will last. I think Tambun today also jalan a bit, right? Tambun, I think Friday is already break up already. Okay. MH care. Okay, let's try MH care. Nothing much because a few weeks ago, most of it already break up slowly. Okay, this one definitely cannot. Okay, go to one more page. 5 is plantation again, but volume is very low. Okay, I think nothing much. So far, I think Eno kind of okay. CSC still. Okay, CSC still. Maybe I have another small reaccumulation from here. Okay, the background here is strong, uptrend. Okay, it didn't move very climatics. Okay, so maybe another reaccumulation is going to form or somewhere around here. Okay, so this is looking into 3 months and 1 month. Okay, I think nothing much today. Okay, let's try Genting. Okay, let me know if you got any questions or you need me to repeat some of the points there. Oh yes, looks like a reaccumulation. Okay, so the next thing, okay, what's the percentage? 45%, I think still okay. It's not that climatics. So maybe yes, this reaccumulation will last for a few months. Okay. Yep, this one looks like build a reaccumulations from here. Okay, let's try Cheetah and Hexstar. Cheetah, but Cheetah in downtrend, right? Oh, slowly coming up. Okay, now this is not a reaccumulation for me, but something interesting happened in this chart. Okay, now any members here want to point out one or two so-called sign of strength, okay, from this chart over here. One or two members want to point out one or two sign of strength from this chart. This one I think for masterclass lah. Okay, someone mentioned stopping volume. Okay, nice, Nigel. Any others? Masterclass students, UTs overcome. Yes, I believe Mr. Yi is referring to this, or probably somewhere around here. Okay, first of all, any of you here are masterclass student, type a MC for me. Okay, type a MC for me. COB, okay, there's a change of behavior. All right. Okay, like he said, cumulative delta, market stages increasing. Yes, okay, good. Okay, Philip, Nick. Okay, there's a LC. Okay, yes, Nigel is from masterclass. There's a hidden UT. Yes, there's a hidden UT. Okay, I think James also from MC. Okay, now again we read market stages, am I right? So remember in market stages, backholding. Okay, this one can also consider backholding. Okay, now remember in market stages, okay, what is the things that always change the trend? The volume, right? So we always want to see where is the area of the spike of the volume. Okay, like for example, over here, we got one spike, the first spike. Okay, and this volume here, okay, probably I should use here. Now this is the first one. Okay, and if you notice, this spike of volume come from uptrust. Okay, now that's why every time when the price goes up, uptrust high volume, I don't really like it. I think just now, what stocks were there? There's one uptrust high volume. The very first few chart that we see just now, I can't recall. But anyway, if you let's say got uptrust high volume, you have to take notes. Okay, because likely there's distribution. If let's say after uptrust come a sell off, okay, you know they are probably going to a distribution. Okay, again, some of the going to markdown. Okay, again, this is some of the things that we discuss in the masterclass. So when it dropped, okay, again, we want to notice the area of high volume. Now, some of the high volume, like for example, the stopping volume, the back holdings, right? Doesn't mean when it appears, it will change immediately. Okay, so sometimes when you see it already, okay, now this is another round of high volume. Notice when you see the high volume already, okay, the trend will be weakening. Okay, this is the first sign. Okay, if you go back to like US market, SCIQ, Jinko Solar, they are having this patterns. Okay, when it drop, increasing volume, then the trend is slowing down. In this case, it's downtrend, and they slowly probably go into a sideways. Now, another things that we can take notes, okay, from this chart, I think is very nice here. High volume. Notice the climatic volume coming in, and immediately this is confirming the accumulation. Okay, so I think this stock is in accumulation, but uptrend I still not sure yet lah. But at the moment seems like they are slowly going up. Okay, a bit similar like I think XDX also kind of like same as well. So if you want to try to get some quick trades over here, I think is possible because overall background they already changed from downtrend to accumulation. Okay, if I go to XDX, I think XDX also is the same. Oh, but XDX volume is not that obvious. Okay, somewhere around here, high volume, now starting to pull back. Okay, type of 1 for me if you can follow on Cheetah. Type of 1 for me, type of 2 for me if you need me to repeat. Okay, good. All right, so any other stocks? I think this few weeks we don't have much of the nice reaccumulation stocks because like I said, 3 weeks ago, most of the stocks start to break out already, hitting resistance. Okay, I think the best one that I can get so far is based on the methods is OWG, followed by Aeon, but Aeon still near to resistance. Near to support. Paddy, but Paddy I didn't follow lately. Okay, so let's go to Hexstar. Okay, let's check the weekly. Weekly just turned to green pentagon. This is end of last month. No much of the high volume over here, so I think pullback is expected, but no sign of distribution yet. Okay, why? Because I don't see like a sign of spike in volume. Okay, the volume here seems like still average by looking at the weekly chart. Okay, daily chart wise, yeah, maybe it will retest back to supports. Okay, because volume increasing in down bar. Okay, or any other stocks? Looks like nothing much from here. BJ Fruit, BJ Fruit I think is okay also. Okay, I think just I'm going to check BJ Fruit. Cepat is same with all the plantation also. Okay, hopefully we'll make a follow through soon. Okay, from this a small period of reaccumulation. Hexstar Industry to the green pentagon. But Hexstar Industry, the latest one is pullback. Okay, this is a pullback. Okay, volume is good. Okay, it's not climatic, it's increasing, but it's not climatic. So I think it's a healthy one. Okay, so here, this is a reaccumulation. Okay, this is a reaccumulation. Now this is the area that we want to check. Okay, nowadays I think most of the plantation are having this, but can break or not, I don't know. Okay, but this is a nice pullback like this. Okay, with a green pentagon. Okay, now few of the stock actually in this area. Okay, as I mentioned, I think Aeon. Okay, Aeon, resistance, now turning to support. I think just now I just talked to members, CC, right? Sunway. Okay, seems like they are holding well above this resistance. This again, if you look into this chart here, this looks like a reaccumulation. Okay, of course, a shakeout here. Okay, a shakeout at the bottom, reaccumulation. And I think IJM also. Okay, IJM, but IJM is accumulation. Okay, so IJM. Okay, this is below resistance, turn to support. Okay, here resistance, turn to support. Okay, here got resistance, we got UT. Okay, so what is this? Okay, so since I'm now resting at the new support. Okay, again, what is this? Yes, it's a wash. Okay, so your IJM. Oh, I think Lahi shared with me you bought somewhere around here, right? Am I right, Lahi? You told me that you bought after the high volume, something like that. Okay, so let's see lah. If let's say got pullback, maybe got a chance. Okay, now this is stopping volume. Okay, this is stopping volume. Okay, usually when you see this, there's a chance for them to make a nice type of a change of trend. Again, like I said, some depending on what type of stocks. Okay, sometimes when it appear, it still will go down, but you will notice that the trend is weakening. Okay, in downtrend, of course. Okay, so if you look into like Top Glove is downtrend. I haven't seen the clear change of trend yet. Okay, but if you realize, okay, here you got high volume, right? It's not the highest. Okay, it's not the highest, but if you realize that the downtrend seems like change a little bit. Okay, this is like a big downtrend. Okay, of course here first one is a big one, pull back a bit, a deeper pullback, goes up a bit. Now seems like this one is like it's still going down, but it's not that as bad as this two downtrend. Okay, after this high volume. Okay, type A for me if you understand this. Okay, remember sometimes you see high volume already stopping volume, back holding, it still will go down, but the downtrend will be weakening. Okay, the downtrend will be weakening. Now the other one, I think there's one member also shared me with this. Okay, is Magnum, but this is I think definitely not Sharia. Okay, but again, just want to share with you the chart patterns. Okay, here high volume. Okay, so let's see whether this one will slowly go to resistance or not. Okay, but sometimes it will be like IJM, like it takes like 1-2 years before it hit the resistance. Okay, but this is telling you that someone is coming in, stepping in to support the price at this level. Okay, all right, probably last stocks before we end our section over here. Unfortunately today, nothing much. Okay, nothing much from the reaccumulation screener. I think so far is Eno, BJ Food. Okay, but I prefer Eno. Okay, look into the stages, everything. Okay, now MBL, previously I liked it a lot, but I think there's someone promoting it in social media. That's why I'd be extra careful, especially after this few bar coming up. Okay, now to be frank with you, I already out totally. Okay, because first of all, I don't like the promotion in social media for MBL. The second thing is that I realized that the volume become unusual. Okay, what is meant by unusual? Okay, can anyone here explain to me what it means by unusual volume activities? Or maybe okay, or maybe right, can someone explain to me what is the normal type of volume we want to see? Dumping? Maybe it's dumping. What is the criteria also called the normal volume? Can anyone help me on this? Now, for me, a normal volume, when the trend is in one direction, okay, it should be high to average to low. Of course, high in uptrend, we want to see more above high volume, down bar low to average volume, right? So there's so-called the normal usual volume, okay? But if let's say, for example, I see this kind of narrow spread bar, suddenly got volume, which means there are some unusual activities, okay, is going on. Okay, so that's why sometimes I rather wait and see what is the next action. okay, will happen in this chart before I do my decision, okay, because I still don't know who is winning, whether people is distributing or people is buying. Now this is like similar like JDM. Okay, I know JDM, I'm wrong, okay, over here, but like I say, this is usually if, let's say for example, some chart, I'm not sure, right? There's few way I used to tackle it. Okay, first of all, you identify the major weakness chart. Okay, in this case over here, I think it's very simple. 1, oh sorry, 1, 2. Okay, I think very easy, right? So I want to see, is the price trading above the weakness chart or not? Okay, in this case here, I want to see is the price is trading the weakness chart or not. So this is how I confirm whether this volume here, the unusual volume, you know, like the funny volume, is buying volume or selling volume. All right. So MBR, okay, let's go back to MBR. So yeah, there's a reason why I saw MBR. First of all, the promotion in social media, okay, and second thing is the unusual volume. So I haven't decided to re-enter back because I still see the weakness bar is in control right now. Okay, so that's why I stay away at the moment for MBR. Okay, I think power route. I haven't checked power today. Okay, still haven't come down to the price that I want, but again, this is the volume that I prefer to see, even though it's a bit illiquid, right? So if you notice, it goes up in a normal volume. Okay, it didn't like show very climatics, down by the climatics. Okay, so here's still okay. I think the la done today, the other day make a big drop, but it's not a high volume things. Okay, today as support ready. Okay, now this is the area that I want to see sign of strength. Okay, now probably last one before we close, we go to Hong Seng. Hong Seng. Okay, let's take a look into Hong Seng. Okay, what do you think about Hong Seng? What do you think about Hong Seng? Are they in reaccumulation? Are they in distribution? Is it worth to monitor? Because today got green pentagon. Okay, what do you think about Hong Seng? Selling market. Okay, thank you, Lahi. How about others? Today I got 30 members over here. Anyone here want to try? Is the, okay, easiest one. Is the seller dominating or the buyers dominating? Okay, reaccumulation looks like the support is forming. Okay. How about others? Yes, it's an accumulation. Okay. Okay, now again, okay, first of all, we take notes at high volume bar. So one from here, okay, and one from here, right? Okay, let's see. I want to see more answer. Market stages is in red. Okay. Buyer, high volume indicating smart money try to support the price. Okay. Selling market is a shakeout. Okay, it's a shakeout, right? Now, okay. Now first of all, let's take a look into these two spike volume. It's a bar that worth to monitor. Okay. Now, usually, if let's say you don't know what to do, you draw the line. Okay, this is the first sell-off bar. You draw the line. Okay, this is the second bar, high volume. You draw the line. Okay, now this one, first one, what is this? What is this? Okay, there's down bar, high volume. Okay, price sideways, goes up with lower volume, fill, goes down. False breakout. Okay, yes. And false breakout, okay, it's a SW, and potentially I think maybe it will make an inverse pullback. Okay, but luckily, okay, I think some of members say, yep, it seems like forming a support. Okay, but for me, this current market over here is still dominating by sellers. Okay, because this bar come with even higher volume. Of course, I think like he also mentioned about the market stages, which is okay, right? It's still in red. Okay, now the next thing you want to take note is that, you know, what is the volume, okay, on the green color bar. Okay, here normal is low, and you want to take notes. Okay, is there any subsequent rejection in this price? Okay, so here you already reject one time. That's why the price dropped lower. Okay, second one you want to take note here. Okay, if you want to enter the trades, okay, I'll be careful on the high volume bar, right? So I think, okay, now let's go to here if I got any example. So like I say, sometimes let's say you see this kind of high volume bars, right? Or like JDM, right? When they trade above the high volume bar, that's where that you want to look for the trades, okay? If below, I'll be more careful, okay? I think red tech or some of the technology, you can apply it, okay? So for example here, okay, this is double high volume, right? Okay, so what happened? It will become resistant. Again, we use the high volume bar to check. Okay, so for Hong Seng, probably you want to use the same as well. Okay, hopefully I answer this is for Doreen, am I right? Okay, third selling might be the highest. You means if let's say got another bar again, am I right? This is to answer Lahi questions. Third selling, which means one more. Okay, so hopefully I answered the questions for this chart. Okay, normally got double high volume, I'll be more extra careful. Okay, I'll be more extra because it representing that the seller market is the seller is dominating the market. Okay, yeah, I think just now I also talked with the members over here. This is CMB. Actually, I didn't realize CMB continued to go down lower because today actually quite surprised. Okay, it actually make back sideways, but after that, I think these few months after I exit my AMMB, I didn't really follow finance. Okay, but I'm gonna look into it again. So today, anyways, they continue to drop lower. Okay, from here, which is a bit dangerous for me. Now, usually if you see this kind of candles, okay, this is the area that you want to take notes. Okay, this is the area you want to take because usually it will like hit, drop. Okay, so again, this volume is high, like Hong Seng, so it means that maybe the seller is still dominating. Okay, now another good example, you notice here, drop high volume, right? But this one is okay. Remember in one of the section, I do mention about red pentagon. So red pentagon, if let's say price then drop lower, which means buyer is still here. Okay, buyer is still here. Okay, but again, what you can do, wait for the bar to cross above. Okay, here, high volume, then chances for them to go up is higher. Okay, Doreen. Okay, you're referring to Hong Seng, right? Is it? Hong Seng, 16 March, 16 March, 16 March, the latest one. Okay, now can anyone 16 March, I think 18 March, right? So okay, now can anyone share with me, is this a stopping volume? Is this a stopping volume? Can anyone share with me? Okay, good questions, Doreen. Okay, I like your questions. Okay, because this is the one that very important. Okay, there are a few things that to take notes. Okay, now anyone here can share with me, is this a stopping volume? Okay, Zach, sorry. Like he said, Zach, no trend there. Okay, you're referring to this stopping volume, right? Like he. How about other members? Okay, I got 30 members over here. Hopefully you can try. Is this a stopping volume? Yes or no? Never mind. Just guess. It's okay. Yes. I think mostly answer no lah. Yes, I don't think it's a stopping volume. Why? Because there is no downtrend yet. Okay. Now, stopping volume or backholding. Okay, don't confuse our both is almost the same. Okay, it only appears when there is a strong downtrend. Okay, when there's a strong downtrend. Okay. Now, if I look into okay, Alibaba. Okay, now this is the obvious downtrend, right? This is the obvious downtrend, and this is the obvious increasing volume. Okay, now this is the area we want to see whether got any potential change of trend or not. Okay, for me, Hong Seng is somewhere from here, the half volume somewhere from here. So there's no confirmation yet. Is this a stopping volume or not? So stopping volume have to come from an obvious downtrending. Okay, so this is not a cumulative volume, almost same over here. Any others example? I think just now, like he mentioned, IGM is a very good example. Yeah, this one. Okay, if you notice that the background downtrend, suddenly spike volume. Now you know this is a good chance to have a nice reversal. Okay. All right, Doreen. Hopefully I answer your questions, Doreen. Okay. So okay, if there's no more questions, okay, probably we'll end our section here today. So once again, hopefully you all learned one or two things, okay, on this weekly member trainings. And as always, do give me a feedback if let's say any other things that you want me to include in this weekly training. So for the next training, probably I will do shakeout patterns, okay, because reaccumulation for this week seems like not much of the stocks fulfill the criteria. And yeah, let's see. Okay, we do shakeout for next 2 weeks. Okay, with this, thank you, and I will see you again soon.